Hello and welcome to another charity CEX challenge, this time from sunny Stevenage. Rather nice mural on the underpass here. And today we're looking for DS games, mainly because I picked up a DS-Lite for a little Spectrum emulation project I've got going on, but I wanted a few games for it as well. So we're going to see what we can pick up for £10. And the first stop in sunny Stevenage will be at Crack Converters, that you can see straight ahead. Stevenage Town Centre, if you've ever been, is quite interesting. A mixture of shitty, horrible looking 60s buildings, and they've tightened some of it up to look a lot nicer. So first off, we've got a few DS titles in here, which seem to be stuck to the shelf, so I'll try and pull these out. So we've got Super Mario 3D Land for $8.99. See this one quite a lot in various places, and I'll put the difference between this price and the CEX price up on the screen now so you can see. But it's for the 3DS, so I won't be getting this one today. And then they had this Pokemon Moon for $18.99. And what I wonder here is what makes some Pokemon games more expensive than others. I always wonder that. But I'll stick the CEX price of this up as well, so see whether this is worth any money or not. Probably not. I imagine Crack Converters know what they're doing when they price these up. We've got a Wii game there. Some Xbox 360 stuff, some PlayStation stuff on the end here. World Tour, never heard of that. Interesting. SpongeBob SquarePants Globs of Doom game for $9.99. I've also not heard of that. Do like a bit of SpongeBob SquarePants. Recently got the skin in Fall Guys. Good fun. So that's that one. And then a few other titles here, but mainly sort of movie inspired games. Charlie and Chocolate Factory, B-Movie. That one which had a cover on it you could barely read. High School Musical. Disney's Tarzan. Some Donald Duck game. Happy Feet. Nothing too exciting in here. A few PS3 titles. Again, all fairly standard stuff. Some Xbox 360, which I'm not really interested in. Some Xbox One. Some Switch titles. I always have a quick look at Switch titles, but they tend to hold their value even in these second-hand shops, and sometimes in CEX and places like Crack Converters here. They're just as expensive as they are if you buy them brand new. Now when I come back to look at this Wii game, I realised there's a Wii U game here, which I'm going to put on the screen because I completely missed this Star Fox Zero game, and I couldn't tell you how much it was either, but they did have one Wii U game here. And then they had this Rock Band 2 guitars and drum kit for the Wii Band Hero drum kit and guitars, $54.99 for that. They look really clean, nice little set. I imagine that's quite good fun on the Wii. Anybody played that? Let me know if that's any good. Does it need drumsticks as well? Are they missing? I don't know. 55 quid though. Still seemed quite a bit of money. And then they had this nice Sanyo stereo system, which was really clean. One of those multi-deck things that had the built-in cassette player, FM and medium wave, long wave tuner. And that was £80 for that. It was a G4001 model. Really nice. Then on to the first charity shop, a Keach one. I've never been in here before. They had these, which were quite interesting, sort of little alphabet cases with different objects in them relating to the letters, which I thought was quite cute. They wanted 50p each for them, so a few quid to get the whole lot. 13 quid in my calculation. And they had this Jive Talking Boogie Box High 7-inch, which I actually had back in the day. I may still have somewhere. And then the usual fare of CDs and books, but nothing very exciting. So we moved on to the next one, which was a British Heart Foundation shop. And this shop's really good. I really like this shop. I don't like the way they display video games, because you kind of have to look around the side at them. Casino Challenge, James Bond, good old Tiger Woods PGA, almost as popular as the FIFA games, those ones. Wii Fit Plus at the back there. A couple of PC games, nothing massively exciting. And some PlayStation games. And then this for the DS, Deal or No Deal. No, I used to love a bit of Deal or No Deal. And I do love it when there's the old CEX sticker still on. So in CEX at some point this was £8. I'll put the price up. But £1.50 they want for that. So yeah, I'll put the price up on the screen of how much that is in CEX now. And then FIFA F1 Championship, FIFA Football, Tiger Woods, and a bunch of PlayStation 3 FIFAs in the corner, tucked away that you can't really see. So yeah, loads of your usual DVDs. But one thing I did like about this shop is their CDs were in alphabetical order, which made looking for anything that you might want so much easier. And they had all the compilations separate as well, which I really like. So there's the beautiful clock tower in Stevenage that needs ripping down. They have done quite a lot to the main town centre, like repaved it, put some kids play area bits in. They have made it look a lot better, but you've still got that shitty sort of 60s architecture on a lot of the buildings and the shops. It just looks nasty. It just needs all pulling down. But they don't think they ever will, sadly. But this Samaritan's charity shop, just DVDs and CDs. No games in this one, so we moved on. And just up the road from there is CEX. Now this CEX has a pretty poor window display. Has a couple of these Mario block things, which I thought were quite interesting. But yeah, it has quite a small window for display. So we'll just go straight in. A PlayStation 3 official wireless keypad, which I've never seen before. Anybody use that before? I've never seen that. I'm not entirely sure how that clips on. Does it clip onto the controller somehow? Quite interesting. And a backbone, which I've never had a go at or seen before. They want 75 quid for that. Seems quite expensive. But I think they're quite expensive anyway. Just one of the reasons why I think they failed. It's just too much money for mobile gaming. And then your usual fare. I did quite like these two amiibo characters. Almost knitted. A knitted Yoshi, which I thought was quite cool. And then a number of DS's in various forms. As I mentioned earlier, I'm here for picking up DS games, but none of these. So Metal Gear Solid for £65, Pokemon game for £48. I can't make out what that is. Two Pokemon games, one for £75, and another one for £95, and then that one on the end, which didn't have a price on. And then to the PSPs and the PS Vitas. They're quite a selection of really nice clean ones up here. Looked really good. And the only PlayStation 3 title they had behind the glass was this Katamari Forever for £40. Now I had the PlayStation 2 game, which is really good. Oh, and this Splatterhouse as well for £42. Which I've never played on the PS3. And then we come on to the SNES titles. So we've got Extreme G, NBA's Hang Time, and Super Mario 64, which I was quite surprised goes for £42. I always thought that was bundled in with a lot of the consoles, but Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you bought it separately, I can't remember. Starwing for £20, I had that. It cost a small fortune, that game. Bubsby, Alien 3, Earthworm Jim. That's a good game, £38. Donkey Kong Country 2 for £45. I never played that. And Super Mario World for £58. And then this at the end. Ranma Half, boxed for £100. So yeah, the box looked a bit beat up. But yeah, a game I'd not heard of. And then some PlayStations, PS2s, and then this lovely fire orange Nintendo 64 for £190. It looked like it had a few marks on it though. Didn't look completely clean, but I didn't know whether it needed just cleaning up. This SNES is... I always find it bizarre how some of the plastics react to the sunlight worse than others. And then this Playdate, this sort of wind-up controller thing for £300. I just don't understand that. I don't get why that's so much money. And £52 for a PlayStation Mini seems exuberant. And then a lot of fairly cheap Mega Drive titles. I'll just scan through in case there's anything there that you might be interested in. And Silent Hill on the PlayStation for £90. Is that the one that OG Duffy picked up in a charity shop recently for next to nothing? I think it was. I'll stick a link somewhere so you can check that out. Incredible find. And some of your loose carts. Final Fantasy on the Game Boy Advance. Final Fantasy Tactics even. Mario vs Donkey Kong on the Game Boy Advanced. And some rather clean looking Game Boys and a nice Game Boy Color in sort of lime green. Some more loose carts. Just scanning through these so you can see what there is. GoldenEye still going for about 12 quid. Zelda for 20 quid. Lights playing havoc with me here. And then right at the end here we have quite a nice Pokemon Stadium 2 unboxed for £70. A nice gold cart, which is quite nice. And then some more Pokemon titles for the 3DS. Quite a few actually. But not the one I saw in Crack Converters. And some more DS titles. Some fairly cheap ones. Quite a few DS games here. And then this took my eye here as I was going across the shelf. But Super Mario 64, which is a game I really liked on the Nintendo 64. And I've been recently watching speedruns of it as well. So I thought that might be quite good fun on the DS, but they want 25 notes for that. So I'm guessing not a massively popular title for that sort of price. So I'll put that back. Couldn't afford that. And some puzzle games. Another SpongeBob game. Tomodachi Life. £28 for that. Seems quite expensive, some of these games. Zoo Tycoon. £5. Who wants to be a celebrity? Who wants to be a celebrity? Who wants to be a millionaire? I'm getting TV shows mixed up now. But there was one game that caught my eye, which I will come back to at the end. I ended up buying here. And may or may not have put me over my budget, but you'll find out in a minute. Or at the end of this video anyway. So your Zeldas. Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS, £15. Seems expensive. Seems like they're holding a bit of money lately. I mean, look at that, Mario Kart for the Wii. Surely that was everywhere. They want £20 for that. Just seems like a lot of money. Not really looking at Wii titles today. A quick look at the GameCube. Always look at the GameCube, but £40 for Luigi's Mansion. Again, seems quite expensive. Mario Party 4 there for £35. And Donkey Kong 2, £25. And some Wii U games. Don't think they had any more expensive titles here. Quite a few though, if you're into your Wii U collecting. These stores tend to put the manuals behind the counter and not in the sleeves. So we quickly popped into Game to look at their retro bits as well. They had some of these quarter-size numbskull arcade cabinets, which are very nice, but also very expensive, even when they're on offer. And a rather not so very nice Street Fighter 2 arcade 1-up cabinet, which quite frankly looks cheap and nasty. This rather lovely little Burger Time 2 replica mini cab, which did look lovely. And they had a Pac-Man one and a Space Invaders one. Look at that Space Invaders one for £60. £60 for that little cabinet. It's ridiculous money. And this caught my eye as well, an Atari 2600 Tiny Arcade for £24.99. That looked really cute with a little TV to play it on. And then this little thing, this little Data East Hits 300 games. Bad Dudes, Caveman Ninja, Burger Time on there. Again, that looked pretty good fun for £30. A football game. And then these Doom limited edition sets, which I think is a replica metal floppy disk of the original game, which is interesting. And then on to the Evercade. Love the Evercade. If you don't own an Evercade and you like physical media, then you should definitely get one. Just brilliant. They've got an Evercade Versus here as well, like £90, which is pretty good value. And then this little Namco Museum mini player, retro arcade player, which is quite nice. And these Collectorcade arcade 1-ups. So yeah, a good day all in all. And we finished off our little shopping with a little play in one of the new play areas that Stevenage has, which the little one really enjoyed, although she was a little bit too small. So let's have a look and see what I managed to pick up. So first pickup was Deal or No Deal. Yeah, I bought it. Couldn't resist. Thought I'd give it a go. £1.50. And it turns out that was even cheaper than CEX. So not a bad deal overall, that one. So I'll give that a go. And what else did I buy for the DS? Well, I failed my challenge because the next one was this Tetris DS for £10. So I went £1.50 over, which was quite annoying. But I really love Tetris, and thought it might be quite good fun on the DS. So I thought we'd give that a go. Looks pretty good. Nice clean box, got all the manual and everything in it. So we'll figure that out. And then I did buy a couple other things whilst I was out. Now, all the Spectrum crew are going to hate me right now, but I did buy something for my Evercade. I bought the C64 Collection 1. I haven't played many Commodore 64 games. I've played a few back in the day. My mate had a Commodore 64, and there'd always be arguments about what was best. But I've not played any on the Evercade, so this has got some pretty good titles on it. Summer Games, Jumpman, Impossible Mission, Stormlord, Alley Cat. So yeah, thought I'd add that to collection. £17.99, not bad. And the final thing I bought was a CD from that charity shop, which was the best dance album in the world ever, which is quite a bold statement. 40 tracks of 90s goodness on there. So I'll give that a go. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got other charity shop videos on my channel, so go check them out. There's a link here, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.